On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Fiction.
The type of book or story, especially novels, that describes imaginary events and people, anything made up or imagined that is not true.
Examples:
Stuff of science fiction. Non-fiction bestseller. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Rocket.
A large tube-shaped object that moves very first by a stream of gases let out behind it, used for space travel or as a weapon.
Examples:
Rocket attack against the enemy. Rocket fuel. The rocket launch platform is visible from this hill.
Arduous.
Requiring strenuous effort, difficult and tiring, often involving physical or mental labor.
Examples:
Arduous task. An arduous journey. The climb up the mountain was arduous and took us hours to complete.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Shocking.
Extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
Shocking response. Shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Aerospace.
Pertaining to the design, engineering, science, and technology related to the Earth's atmosphere and the exploration or use of space beyond it.
Examples:
Aerospace engineering. Aerospace and defense industry. NASA is an aerospace organization that explores space and improves aviation technology.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the Peace Accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Nonfiction.
A genre of literature that deals with the factual representation of real or historical events, people, or places. Prose writing that presents or discusses true life events or experiences.
Examples:
Nonfiction movie. Nonfiction account. This nonfiction book about the history of jazz is a must-read for music fans.
Extension.
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Prominent.
Important, well-known, or noticeable.
Examples:
Prominent figure. Play a prominent role. The media frequently interviewed prominent scientists.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well-versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Asleep.
In a state of sleep.
Examples:
Asleep at the wheel. Dead asleep. He lay down and fell asleep immediately.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat. Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Neurodiversity.
The concept that neurological differences, such as autism or ADHD, are a natural and valuable part of human diversity rather than a disorder or deficiency to be fixed.
Examples:
Neurodiversity Conference. Neurodiversity spectrum. The concept of neurodiversity celebrates the different ways that people's brains work.
Lifelong.
Lasting for the whole of someone's life.
Examples:
Lifelong career. Lifelong commitment. He had a lifelong love of reading and spent hours daily with a book.
Superhuman.
Possessing abilities or characteristics that exceed those of normal humans, beyond human capacity or capability.
Examples:
Superhuman beings. Superhuman effort. The athlete's superhuman strength allowed him to lift twice his body weight.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Premise.
A statement or proposition that is held to be true or from which a conclusion can be drawn.
Examples:
The major premise. Make a premise. The book's premise is that the main character must save the world from an impending disaster.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples:
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Bombard.
To attack a place with bombs or gunshots continuously, to address with continuously or persistently, as if with a barrage.
Examples:
Bombard him with questions. Bombard a fort with heavy shells. Overprotective parents often bombard their children with messages reinforcing their lack of mastery.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Microgravity.
A condition of feeble gravity, often experienced by objects or organisms in orbit around a planet or other celestial body, such as the International Space Station.
Examples:
Microgravity research. Microgravity environment. Astronauts experience the effects of microgravity when they are in space.
Gravity.
The force that attracts a body towards the center of the Earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a manner that is solemn.
Examples:
The attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
Isolation booth. The country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Optimal.
The best, most likely to be successful or advantageous.
Examples:
Achieve optimal health. Optimal for intellectual growth. Wild animals need to go forward with the optimal action to survive.
Culprit.
Someone who is responsible for a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
The culprit of global warming. The arrest of the culprit. They finally found the culprit of the bug after a long time.
Appetizer.
A small dish served before a meal to stimulate the appetite.
Examples:
Pre-dinner appetizer. Appetizer snack. The grilled shrimp served as a special appetizer for the dinner's main course.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Aboard.
On or onto a ship, aircraft, or other vehicles, present or participating in a particular activity or endeavor.
Examples:
Aboard the ship. Remain aboard. The captain announced that all passengers should be aboard the ferry before it departed for the island.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Freeze dry.
A method of preserving food or other substances by freezing them and then rapidly removing the frozen water by sublimation, creating a dried product that can be reconstituted by adding water.
Examples:
freeze-dry fruit. Freeze-dry the strawberries. To preserve the freshness of my vegetables, I like to freeze-dry them before storing them.
Hydrate.
To add water or moisture to something. To drink enough fluids to maintain proper moisture. Noun, any compound that contains water of crystallization.
Examples:
hydrate my skin. Acid hydrate. She drank water to hydrate her body.
Goop.
A slang term for a sticky or slimy substance, slang term for a silly or foolish person.
Examples:
Goop magazine. Slimy goop. I added a goop to my skincare routine, and my skin feels amazing.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something. Noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
fancy a cup of coffee. A flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Tortilla.
A type of thin flatbread made from corn or wheat, common in Mexican and Central American cuisine, often used as a wrap or served as a side dish.
Examples:
tortilla chips. Tortilla wraps. I love to make tacos with fresh tortillas.
Satisfy.
To make somebody pleased by giving them what they want or need.
Examples:
satisfy a desire. Satisfy a user's needs. Did this response satisfy your request?
Crumble.
To break or fall apart into small pieces or fragments, especially due to age, decay, or lack of support.
Examples:
crumble to dust. Began to crumble under financial pressure. The old building was starting to crumble due to years of neglect and lack of maintenance.
Clog.
To obstruct or block up a passage, pipe, or system with an accumulation of thick or sticky matter, to impede or hinder the progress or movement of something.
Examples:
clog a filter. Clog artery. The drain was clogged with hair and needed to be cleaned out.
Filtration.
The process of passing a substance, such as liquid or gas, through a medium to remove impurities or unwanted particles.
Examples:
filtration cylinder. Water filtration. The pool water is kept clean through continuous filtration.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
roll a ball. roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Recycle.
To sort and collect things to process them and produce valuable materials that can be used again.
Examples:
recycle the cardboard boxes. Recycle milk packaging into new paper. We largely recycle the circuit board of cell phones because they contain a lot of valuable metals.
Luxury.
A state of great comfort or sophistication, mainly provided by expensive and beautiful things.
Examples:
get into the luxury car market. Luxury hotel. His anti-luxury practices were quite strict.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases, or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Resupply.
To provide something with additional supplies or materials, often used for resupplying remote or distant outposts, such as military bases or science stations.
Examples:
resupply food. Resupply water. We need to resupply our inventory before the holiday rush.
Hardcore.
A subgroup or subculture within a larger group or community that is characterized by a particularly intense, committed, or extreme set of practices, beliefs, or values.
Examples:
hardcore group. Hardcore music fan. The hardcore gamers were up until 4 a.m. playing video games.
Backpack.
A bag or pack that is worn on the back, often used for carrying books, equipment, or supplies.
Examples:
backpacker's hostel. Backpacking trip. I packed my backpack with all the necessary camping gear for our trip.
Cramped.
Not having enough space for the people in it, uncomfortably small or restricted.
Examples:
feel cramped. A cramped house. She writes a cramped hand.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
the film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Culinary.
Of or relating to cooking and the kitchen.
Examples:
culinary skill. Culinary tradition. The culinary arts program at the school was highly regarded for its innovative curriculum.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Phase.
Any stage in a series of events, change, or development.
Examples:
enter on the last phase. Two-phase structure. The era of the Industrial Revolution was a crucial phase of history.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Creamy.
Having the texture or consistency of cream, smooth and soft in texture, containing or resembling cream in taste, texture, or appearance.
Examples:
creamy white. Creamy sauce. The soup had a rich and creamy texture.
Beverage.
A drink of any type.
Examples:
food and beverage. Alcoholic beverages. Bring a snack or beverage to satisfy your appetite.
Mechanical.
Operated by a machine, relating to or concerned with machinery or tools.
Examples:
a mechanical style of writing. The influence of mechanical action. A mechanical engineer is still in demand in many companies.
Homogenize.
To make something uniform or consistent in composition or character, often by mixing or blending different elements.
Examples:
homogenize data. Homogenize society. The company aimed to homogenize its products to appeal to a broader range of consumers.
Granule.
A small particle, fragment, or grain, often found in groups or clusters, a tiny, solid piece of matter.
Examples:
Granule size, granule cell. I found a tiny granule of sand in my shoe after walking on the beach.
Collagen.
A fibrous protein that forms the connective tissues in animals, including skin, tendons, and bone, often used in cosmetic and medical treatments for its ability to add firmness and elasticity to skin or other tissues.
Examples:
Collagen supplement, collagen production. Our natural collagen production decreases as we age, leading to wrinkles, sagging skin, and joint pain.
Ghee.
A clarified butter commonly used in Indian and Middle Eastern cooking, known for its rich, nutty flavor.
Examples:
Ghee butter, pure ghee. I like to cook with ghee because it adds a rich, buttery flavor to my dishes.
Unctuous.
Excessively or insincerely flattering, oily or greasy in texture or appearance, smooth and sleek in manner or expression.
Examples:
Unctuous smile, have an unctuous attitude. The salesperson's unctuous behavior made me distrustful of their intentions.
Mouthfeel.
The tactile sensation or feeling of food or drink in the mouth, including its texture, viscosity, and other physical characteristics.
Examples:
Smooth mouthfeel, crispy mouthfeel. The creamy mouthfeel of the ice cream was due to the high-fat content.
Fatty.
Containing a lot of fat.
Examples:
Less fatty meat, fatty acid. You should keep away from fatty foods.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Inflammation.
A physical condition in which a part of the body becomes red, painful, hot, and often swollen, especially as a reaction to infection or injury.
Examples:
Reduce inflammation and pain. Inflammation of the lungs. The medicine soothes the pain of chronic inflammation.
Microalga.
A microscopic species of algae that are often used for their high nutritional value, particularly as a source of protein or for the production of biofuels.
Examples:
Microalgae biomass, microalgae cultivation. Some types of microalgae are used in the production of biofuels due to their ability to convert sunlight into energy.
Spirulina.
A type of blue-green algae that is high in protein and often used as a nutritional supplement, particularly by vegans or vegetarians.
Examples:
Spirulina powder, spirulina granule. I have been taking spirulina supplements daily to improve my overall health and boost my immune system.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
Boost the economy, boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
Algae biofuel, blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine.
Gross.
Being the total amount of something before any deductions, obese and ugly or unpleasant.
Examples:
The gross amount. Gross injustice. The drastic reorganization has significantly increased this company's gross profits.
Cultivate.
To prepare and foster land for growing crops or plants.
Examples:
Cultivate a field. Cultivate relationships. University is a great place to cultivate our minds and expertise.
Batch.
A quantity or group of things that are made or produced together and are considered to be the same or similar, an amount produced during a specified period of time or process.
Examples:
A batch of letters. Batch processing. I baked a batch of cookies for the office party.
Spaceship.
Especially in science fiction, a spacecraft designed to carry a crew into interstellar space.
Examples:
A spaceship to survey the moon. Alien spaceship. They launched a crewless spaceship into space.
Dehydrate.
To remove moisture or water from something, to become dried out or deprived of water or liquid.
Examples:
Dehydrate alcohol. Dehydrate meat. I need to dehydrate these bananas to make banana chips.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples:
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Oat.
A species of cereal grain that seed is grown for making porridge and other dishes, or being fed to animals.
Examples:
Oat flour. Organic oat flake. Oat bran is a rich source of soluble dietary fiber.
Powder.
A dry and fine substance that consists of very small, loose particles.
Examples:
Powder additive. Curry powder. She used a powder brush to apply her foundation evenly.
Spice.
A dried seed, fruit, root, bark, or vegetable substance primarily used to season or flavor food.
Examples:
Spice recipe. Spice flavor. He added a pinch of spice to the stew to flavor it.
Sour.
Having a taste that is acidic or tart. Noun, a person or situation that is unhappy or negative.
Examples:
Turn sour. A dollop of sour cream. The pickles had a tangy and sour flavor that went well with the sandwich.
Savory.
Pleasing to the taste, especially by being salty, sour, or spicy rather than sweet.
Examples:
Savory dish. A savory omelet. The savory aroma of roasted chicken filled the kitchen.
Spicy.
Having a strong, pungent flavor or aroma, typically as a result of containing spices, exciting or thrilling.
Examples:
Spicy appetizer. Spicy story. She added spicy peppers to the dish.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Bonus.
An extra amount of money that is added to payment as a present or reward for good work.
Examples:
Bonus appraisal. Annual bonus. The committee abolished the controversial bonus system.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Climate.
The weather at a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Crunch.
A loud, crackling noise made by something being crushed or broken, a difficult or critical situation.
Examples:
Financial crunch. A gas crunch. The crunch of the leaves underfoot was heard as they walked through the park.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Lettuce.
A leafy vegetable that is often used as a base for salads or sandwiches. It has green leaves and a mild flavor.
Examples:
Crisp lettuce. Wilted lettuce. I want a sandwich with extra lettuce, please.
Kale.
A type of leafy green vegetable that belongs to the cabbage family, often eaten raw in salads or cooked as a side dish.
Examples:
Kale salad. Baked kale chips. I like to add chopped kale to my smoothies for an extra boost of nutrition.
Explorer.
A person who travels to places where no one or few people have been before to find out what is there.
Examples:
Team of explorers. A polar explorer. Aboriginal people killed the explorer who entered the sacred land for them.
Barbecue.
A cooking method or apparatus that uses open flames or heated coals to grill or smoke meat, fish, or vegetables. A social gathering or meal characterized by outdoor grilling or barbecuing of food.
Examples:
barbecue sauce, barbecue grill. The barbecue at the park was a hit with all the families who attended.
Grill.
A device used for cooking food by direct exposure to heat, typically a metal rack set over a fire or gas flame, or a part of an oven. Verb, to cook something over or under a grill.
Examples:
gas grill, grill a steak. The restaurant is famous for its grill, where they serve the best steaks.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
stress protein, protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Centerpiece.
The most important or attractive part of something, something placed at the center of something, as on a table.
Examples:
the centerpiece of the meal, centerpiece proposal. His writing activities are the centerpiece of his life.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Frown.
To make an angry or severe expression by bringing your eyebrows together to indicate disapproval, displeasure, or concentration.
Examples:
people with frown faces. A worried frown. Thinking always made him frown.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
laser printer, pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Carbohydrate.
Also carb, any of a class of organic compounds that include sugars, starch, and cellulose and are a principal source of energy in the diet of animals.
Examples:
complex carbohydrate, carbohydrate metabolism. Foods high in carbohydrates include bread, pasta, and rice.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations, combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret. Caramelization. The process of heating sugar or other carbohydrates to create a caramelized, golden brown color and complex flavor, often used in cooking and baking.
Examples:
Caramelization process. Sugar's caramelization. The caramelization of onions adds a rich, savory flavor to the dish.
Delicious.
Exceptionally pleasing to taste or smell.
Examples:
Delicious breeze. Variety of delicious foods. We could grill the meat in a delicious way.
Flavor.
The taste sensation produced by a substance in the mouth.
Examples:
A delicate flavor. Flavor enhancer. The flavor of the coffee was rich and full-bodied.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Chef.
A cook, especially the chief cook in a restaurant or hotel.
Examples:
Chef knife. Master chef. The chef at the restaurant was known for his creative and delicious dishes.
Spaceborne.
Originating or existing in space, particularly about technologies, equipment, or organisms that are designed to operate or function in space.
Examples:
Spaceborne telescope. Spaceborne observatory. The spacecraft was designed for spaceborne missions to explore other planets.
Caviar.
The eggs of sturgeon or other large fish, considered a delicacy and used especially in appetizers.
Examples:
Salmon caviar. Caviar farm. The menu at the fancy restaurant featured a selection of caviar from around the world.
Whiskey.
A type of distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grains, typically barley, corn, rye, or wheat, aged in barrels and often consumed straight or with mixers.
Examples:
Bootleg whiskey. Whiskey barrel. I enjoy a glass of whiskey on the rocks after a long day.
Traditionally.
In accordance with tradition, typically or commonly done in a particular way.
Examples:
Traditionally accepted concept. Traditionally sung at a banquet. Traditionally, the ceremony was held outdoors.
Galley.
The kitchen area for food preparation on an airliner, a long, narrow, low-ceilinged ship or boat propelled by oars, sails, or steam, a manuscript or typeset proof of a publication printed in long, narrow pages for editing or review.
Examples:
Galley proof. Galley equipment. The author approved the galley of her book before it went to print.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program. The preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Prosthetic.
Of or relating to an artificial part of the body, such as a limb, a heart, or a breast implant.
Examples:
Have prosthetic arms. Prosthetic limbs. New prosthetic joints are less prone to metal poisoning.
Wireless.
Of or relating a connection or communication that does not require a physical wire or cable, often through the use of radio waves or electromagnetic signals.
Examples:
Wireless access. Wireless charging. The office's wireless network allows employees to work from anywhere in the building.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor. The basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Regenerative.
Tending to regrow or restore lost or injured tissue.
Examples:
Regenerative medicine. Regenerative therapy. The regenerative properties of stem cells make them a promising area of research.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Interplanetary.
Relating to or occurring between planets, particularly regarding space travel or communication.
Examples:
Interplanetary debris. Interplanetary exploration. Scientists are working on developing interplanetary travel to explore other planets in our solar system.